Everybody say hello.
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 Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tanner Maples, and today I'm going to do a persuasive speech on minimum wage. First thing I want to talk about today is the disadvantages of minimum wage increase. First thing, it can really hurt job opportunities, and this is because, for instance, if you're running a business and you have people $15 an hour getting paid, and for one, it's hurting your increase in budget. So then, therefore, you're going to start seeing a lot of different businesses only hiring about 2 people instead of 5 because they don't want to pay out as much as they're receiving in. Another thing is going to lower job opportunities, and that's pretty much the same topic we just covered, because when one business is only hiring 2 people instead of 10, it's hurting your opportunities of getting another job. It's going to raise the price of living. One thing you're going to see if this happens, if businesses are paying up a bunch of money for their businesses to stay open, you're going to see everything else skyrocket too. Gas prices are going to higher, milk's going to raise at your local supermarket. It's just all going to go straight down, and it's not going to be anything great. Higher paid jobs could end up being less important. For instance here, if I'm going to graduate college and I can say, hey, I can go make $15 an hour at McDonald's, I'm really not going to put in the effort to go to school for 4 years when I can make a pretty decent living just working at a fast food restaurant. That's pretty much the bottom line right there. Noam Schreiber says in her passage, raising floor for minimum wage pushes the economy into unknown, that raising minimum wage could hurt many people, including the ones that it helps. And that pretty much covers everything that we just talked about right there. Minimum wage in 2018. Julia Horet says in her passage, here's where the minimum wage is up to in 2018, that the beginning of 2018, there were 18 states and 20 cities in the United States that bumped up their minimum wage pay. New York raised their minimum wage for fast food to $11.75, and some say that will hit $15 an hour by July of 2021. I read up a little more on this, and the economy, a lot of different passages are saying the economy is starting to fall in New York and the other cities that did this. So this passage was written before 2018, and I started reading up on some other things, and it's actually saying that now they're going to try to bump this thing back down to try to save their economy. So that kind of covers everything we talked about in the first slide right there. So it's all coming to sense now. Benefits from working for minimum wage once in our lives. I would really recommend for your kids one day in the future to really push them to work for minimum wage once in their lives. This can help build their work ethic. If you're working for $7.25, you really want a job. We can all agree on that. Looks good on a job resume and it builds character. If you're going in for a job interview one day and you have on your resume, hey, I worked for $7.25 for 2 years of my life, that's showing your employer that you really wanted to work for a couple years there and you really care about your job, because most people can't say that they stuck with a job for a few years and barely get paid. So that shows really good character on your part. Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry about that. Advantages of minimum wage. George N. Root III says in his article, The Advantages of Minimum Wage, that it helps our economy in many different ways. Here's a list of things it benefits according to George N. Root III. It helps families, reduces tax burdens, employment incentive, business budgets, and common reference. This is kind of a cool little quote. We're on topic of money and different salaries and everything. Just remember this: work ethic must exceed the expectation level. I just kind of thought that was a pretty good little quote right there, because if you're working for minimum wage, you don't want to have the work ethic of saying, well, I'm going to work for minimum wage, so I want to give you minimum wage effort. So you want to go above that expectation level. Here's my works cited slide. That's pretty much the whole gist of everything, guys. Is there any questions on anything? All right, guys. Thank y'all for having me today.
Go back and then the one before that, the little quote you liked there. Kind of work ethic expectation level. Now elaborate on that for me.
Elaborate it.
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
It really means to me that, like I just, pretty much said, like, I mean, you want to work over,
Go above and
go above your expectations for your job. So if you're making,
or your boss's expectations.
yeah, if you make $10 an hour, you want to act like you're working for $30 an hour. You shouldn't even act like the money's the problem. You gotta.
No matter what you're making, you should work.
You should work
Exactly.
over your
I agree.
expectations.
I do agree.
Over your expectations.
Let's go 35 an hour.
Any more questions? All right, guys. Thank y'all for having me.